करेंगे. The output of the biometallic elements will be a strain and pressure and displacement and voltage. दिख रहा है. Thank you, thank you. This is another question. Output of a biometallic elements will be strain and pressure and displacement and voltage. This is important. You know, elements is used for measuring temperature, you know, and it produce basically proportional. Pallavi Kumari, welcome Pallavi. And next another question, the very important question for you. Which of the following can be used for measuring temperature? And this is very important. Their question, and there are the metallic and fluid explanation. अभी क्लियर दिख रहे हैं? हेलो, am I clear my audio? कुछ नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है से. I check my device and then I will start, and some disturbance or notification from YouTube. Basically internet at present or notification. Clear. Okay. And next another question, which of the following can be used for measuring temperature basically? And you see there is the question number 3. Question number 3, when you like comment, mention their basically their question comment just slow reply there 1 and 2 seconds. And the question number 3 basically explain the fluid expansion system measuring temperature. This expansion of liquid is measured with the temperature. So there are the definitely their answer, fluid expansion system is the correct answer. You see the fluid expansion system, basically it is the correct answer. Question number 3, basically fluid expansion system is a method of measuring temperature in which expansion of liquid is measured with the temperature. So definitely option fluid expansion answer. Question, interesting question. IPTS, it is you know, there are the option International Practical Temperature Scale, Indian Primary Temperature Scale, and International Primary Temperature Scale, and International Practical Temperature. So definitely it is very important. So there are the question is proper answer. The name International Standard Temperature Scale is the correct answer. International the Practical Temperature Scale is the correct answer. International Practical Scale, basically name International Standard Temperature Scale. So it is the correct answer. And next another question, question number 5. There are the question number 5 is the very interesting question. In liquid in steel bulb, can be used for measure up to 60,000 centigrade. Very interesting question for UPSC and NTA Net exam. You know, in the liquid in steel bulb, thermometer basically, which liquid can be used for measuring temperature up to 60,000 centigrade. Nitish Kumar, Subrata Kumar Maji, Pallavi, Santosh, Subrata Kumar Maji, all welcome. There are the option 1, there mercury, option 2, there are the ether, and option 3, the water. And now this is very important. Every question every question I elaborately explain why these are correct answer. Basically question number 5, there are the mercury as a liquid provide the temperature range basically 400 to 6,500 centigrade. So there are the definitely their answer is the mercury is the correct answer, you know. So once again there are the another question very interesting. There are the another question, you see the another question is another question number 6, which of the following is used as a indication instrument in a liquid expansion system? Very interesting question. You see question number 6, when you will comment must will type their question number. I put every question number now at present their question number 6. which of the following used a indication instrument in a liquid expansion system? There are the valves, and there are the Warden tubes, and ammeter and thermometer. Very interesting. We will face the UPSC exam in this type of question. And definitely I explain this question. Basically, Warden tubes convert the pressure into displacement, and in liquid expansion system, output expansion pressure is applied to Warden tube for indication. So definitely there are the Warden tube is the correct answer. There are the Warden tube is the correct answer. So there are the another new question for you. Which of the following is true for the biometric type of thermometer? Very interesting question. Which of the following is true for the biometric type thermometer? Basically, option 1, there are the two metals have same temperature coefficient, and two metal have different temperature coefficient, and one metal is cooled away. None of the mentioned. If your display quality there is the bad condition, and must will click your skin, and there are the three dots right side of your mobile. If you see there are the three dot, must will click, and then advanced quality setting, advanced must will 360p. So definitely they are clear prominent display in your mobile. सुब्रत कुमार माझी ऑप्शन 2, एंड सर नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम है. करीना साहू, हाँ थोड़ा सा नेटवर्क डिस्टर्ब है, रिफ्रेश कर लीजिए मोबाइल. एंड दिस क्वेश्चन, व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज ट्रू फॉर biometric type thermometer? Basically I explain this question. Basically in a biometric type of thermometer, the two metal are used which are different in temperature coefficient. Basically question number 7, I explain another. In a biometric type of thermometer, two metals are used which are different in the temperature coefficient. So definitely there are the answer is the two metals have the different temperature coefficient is the correct answer. So another question, you see there the question number 8. Question number 8 is very important. When the biometric thermometer, there are the curling codes of the side of metal with least temperature coefficient. They are the true and false. Very interesting question. When the biometric thermometer, their heat and the curling occurs to the side of metal with least temperature and coefficient. This is the true or false. Question number 8. Basically I explain this question. There a biometric type of thermometer, when the heated curls to the side of metal and with least temperature coefficient, there are the number of curls will be proportional to temperature applied. So definitely there the question answer is the true is the correct answer. And it is very important question, very interesting question. And next another question, question number 9 is the important question number 9. You see there are the question number 9. Analog is just the quantities of the heat flow and their temperature in electrical are, and the potential and current and potential, power and potential, and current and power. Very interesting question. Analog quantities of heat flow and temperature in the electrical are the potential and current and potential, and power and potential, and current and power. So this is the question I explain here. The heat flow in the thermal system, you know, the heat flow in the thermal system is analog, and to current flow in the electrical and temperature between 2 points is analog to potential between the 2 points in the electrical. So definitely there potential is the correct answer, current and potential is the correct answer. So another question, you see there are the ratio of net amount of heat. Very interesting question. You see ratio of net amount of heat. You see the question ratio. Basically there are the question ratio of net amount of heat. When you will exam phase, must you will carefully read every words. Basically when they display scheme their question ratio of net amount of heat received and stored in the body for certain time interval is known as. There are the option 1 temperature, thermal coefficient, thermal storage capacity, and none of the mention. It is very important I explain this question क्योंकि every question I explain why the answer is the option A, B, C, D, any ones. Must I explain and every question. This question number 10 basically the thermal that denoted by the centigrade is the ratio of the net amount of heat received and the storage in the body. So definitely their answer is thermal storage capacity is the correct answer. Thermal storage capacity is the correct answer. So another question is very important for you. There are the question number 11 Minal Kanti Baravi, right? There are the current potential राशि सिंह सभी को वेलकम क्योंकि नोटिफिकेशन आज मेरे ख्याल से यूट्यूब ने भेज नहीं पाया कुछ साइबर प्रॉब्लम दिस इज the sometime the problem for YouTube sometime they cannot send the notification for our subscriber it is very sorry to all they notification in my subscriber and every time I announce there are the every Saturday and Sunday 7:30 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday 7:30 p.m. there are the competitive exam, net exam, UPSC exam, every live classes will be Saturday and Sunday 7:30 p.m. Must carefully listen 7:30 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday I provide the lectures and explanation with the question answer session UPSC and NTA Net. Which of the following sensor basically penetrates into the fermenters basically exhausted gas analyzer, pH electrodes and the technometers and load cell. Very interesting question. I explained this question. The sensor who is penetrate into the fermenter are the pH electrodes and dissolved oxygen electrons and there are the exhaust, the gas analyzer and work and sample which are continuously withdrawn from the fermenter and technology and the technometers and load cell are sensor and which do not come in contact with fermentation both or gases. So definitely their answer is the pH electrodes is the correct answer. So another question for you there are the very interesting question which of the following sensor is used to measure the change in flow rate. Very interesting question for you. Which of the following sensor is used to measure the change in flow rate? There are the temperature, there are the weight, there are the medium analysis and exist gas analysis. Very interesting question for you. I explain must you will reply what is the correct answer and must you will mention their question number. There is a question number 12 basically weight sensor are used to measure weight sensor the flow rate sensor are also used to measure the change in flow rate and temperature is used to measure the hotness or cloudness basically coldness of the medium and whereas the medium and exist the gas analyzer are used to measure the change in feed rate. Very interesting. Minal, Sabuddin and Rasi Singh continue their the reply and welcome to all. I am Dr. Narendranath from Chaitanya College, Janjgir Chapa, Chhattisgarh and today's live session very important for UPSC and there are the also NTA Net Geography and all my geography students and other subject and other audience who prepare for UPSC exam. Pankaj Sahu, hi sir, good evening to all. And today's the 12 number question, they basically weight is the sensor are used to measure the change in flow rate and along the weight sensor the flow rate sensor are also used to measure the change in the flow rate. So definitely the temperature is used to measure the hotness or the cloudness and to the medium and whereas the medium as exit gas analyzer are used to measure the change in the feed rates. So definitely their question answer is the weight is the correct answer. So is very important for UPSC and PSC. The correct answer weight. Next another question for you. There are the control rate. Basically heat control large scale in the fermenter is carried out by. You see there are the option interheat coils and the heating jackets and the controlled bath and the cold water circulation. It's very important. Must you will carefully listen and carefully watch the question. The heat control at the large scale in the fermenter is carried out by. Basically question number 13 I explained there. The question number 13 basically the heat control a large scale is carried out by the silicon heating jackets, and to there are the very interesting and you see at present now there are the you see I once again I explain the heat control at large scale in the fermenter is carried out by the cold water circulation or internal coils. The heat control at small scale in the fermenter is carried out by a silicon heating and jackets and control the bath. So definitely there the correct answer is you see the cold water circulation. You see the cold water circulation is the correct answer. So definitely this is the answer is the option cold water circulation is the correct answer. Next another question very important for you. Which of the following temperature sensor is not for the temperature measurement? Basically some there are the problem internet problem are arise now, and definitely this problem solve now their problem solve. So must will carefully watching sometime their problem and sometime their internet speed up down. So audio and video sometime they are poor condition. Sorry to all. And program good evening. Their question there is of the following the temperature sensor is not used for temperature measurements. There are the non-electrical types and electrical types and magnetic types and radiation. So I explain also every question I explain. Basically there is no such magnetic type used for the measurement of temperature in the fermentation. The non-electrical type and electrical type and radiation type are usually used to measure the temperature in fermenters. So it is very interesting. There is the Sabuddin SK magnetic type. It is the Rasi Singh one option, and so definitely their correct answer is the magnetic type is the correct answer. Rasi Singh and the magnetic types is the correct answer. Next another question you see, and the very interesting question for you for the question number 15. You see there are the this resistance with the increase in temperature. Basically in the resistance with National Geography. Subhadeep, welcome. Magnetic types writes there the magnetic Sabuddin SK must question number must will mention when you will comment must mention the question number and then type their option 1 2 3 4. Okay, the resistance with the increase in the temperature there are the increase, decrease and become constant, the become zero. This is very interesting. Question number 50 explain the resistance of the material increase with an increase the temperature the happening because so this is the increase is the correct answer. Increase is the correct answer. Jasaband Tendon, welcome. Sabuddin, Jasaband, Minal, welcome. 15 question number. There are the increase is the correct answer. So another question. There are the another question very important for you. There are the another question number 16. Which of the following is made up of the mixture of pure oxide of iron and nickel? Very interesting question for you. Which of the following is made up of mixture of pure oxide of iron and nickel? There are the thermistors and mercury thermometer and radiation thermometer and metallic and thermometer. So very interesting. Thermometer are the semiconductors and they or the other, and they exhibit are the large change in the resistance with a small temperature change, and they are highly sensitive with the small temperature change basically. So there are the definitely there are the correct answer is thermistors basically correct answer. There are the thermistor basically correct answer. So there are the another question for you, question number 17, very interesting question. Who invented the Warden tube? Very interesting question. A quick reply this question number 17. Who invented the Warden tube? There's the Howie, Flynn and Royce. Very interesting question for you. Who invented the Warden tube? And there is the question number 17. You know, the Eugen Warden in 1949 invented the Warden tube. It has been used in the pressure measurement in many processes like fermentation. It is used direct indication gas. There are the very interesting question number 17. So they definitely their question is Eugen is the correct answer. Eugen. So another question you see, question number 18. Question number 18 at present now. Who is of the following measures the pressure with change in electrical resistance? Even right, Subhadeep correct answer, and there are at present now. And question number 18 now, there who is of the following measures the pressure with the change in the electrical resistance? That the Warden tube, pressure valves and the strain gauge and the diaphragm gauge. Very interesting question. Now I explain this question, carefully listen. The strain gauge measured the pressure with the change in electrical resistance, and it used the wear subject to strain result in the change in the electrical resistance which can be measured. So there are the definitely there are the strain gauge is the correct answer, you know. And question number next, another question number 19. There are the which of the following sensor is not a part of the fermenter? There are the very interesting question. Which of the following sensor is not a part of fermenter? Basically there are the online and the inline, offline and outline. Very interesting. Now I explain. There are the offline sensor are the sensor that are not and there are the integral part of the fermenter. The measured value must be entered for the data collection. So the online and inline sensor are the integral and part of the fermenter. So there are the definitely their answer is offline is the correct answer. Offline is the correct answer. And next another question for you. There are the question number 20. Question number 20. There are the question number 20. Question: which of the following parameter is not useful in the construction of pressure vessels? Basically, they are the hysteresis and sensitive to change the pressure and corrosion and pH. So definitely there question number 20, you know, the parameter which are kept in mind while the constructing pressure and below are hysteresis and sensitive to change their pressure and corrosion, range of pressure and fabrication case, and there are the fatigue on the dynamic operation. So definitely there are the answer is the pH is the option 4 is the correct answer, you know. And now at present you will see there are the session UPSC and NTA Net Geography Climatology, and when will there the UPSC preparation must you will watching and must you will, if you are new, must will subscribe my channel and must will click there at the like button, must will click, don't forget click their like button. Question number 21 is very important. Which of the following device indicate wind direction? Very interesting question. Which of the following device indicate wind direction? There are the weather vane and windsock, multimeter and oscilloscope and accelerometers, and wind direction cannot be measured. Very interesting question for you. There are the 21 question number Sabuddin SK option 1. And next another comment, must will comment question number and their option. Basically Subhadi question option 3 and देखते हैं there are the 21 question. Basically I explain the direction of wind is generally indicated by weather vane and wind socks basically, and there are the balloons and multimeters and oscilloscope and the electrical instrument used to measure the voltage and current, and accumulator to is device that measure is the body accreditation. So definitely there are the answer is weather vane and wind sock is the correct answer. Option A, Sabuddin SK from Murshidabad is the right answer. Thank you. And next another question 22, there are the correlative force and deflect the wind to the right in northern hemisphere until. Very interesting question. The correlative force deflect the wind to the right in northern hemisphere until there are the equilibrium of force is not there achieved, and the gas molecules and the stop moving and the water vapor evaporates, and there are the equilibrium of force is achieved. Must you will comment and must you will type and this question number and their answer option. This session is for UPSC and NTA Net. Their climatology is very relevant question for maximum their exam. And question number 22, I explained this question. Basically the in northern hemisphere until an equilibrium is achieved, and there the equilibrium is between the pressure gradient of the wind and the correlative force. So definitely there are the option 4 is the correct answer. Equilibrium of force is achieved is the correct answer. So another question, there are the very interesting, what is a squall? Very interesting question. What is a squall? A squall, a sudden and sharp increase in the wind speed listening for a few hours, a sudden sharp decrease in the wind speed listening for a few minutes, a sudden sharp decrease in the wind speed listening for a few hours, a sudden sharp increase in the wind speed listening for a few minutes. Very interesting question number 23. I explained there the question number 23. Basically a squall is sudden and sharp increase in the wind and speed listening for a few minutes basically, and squalls occurring during rain showers and thunderstorm or heavy snowfall basically. So definitely there are the answer is A option 4, a sudden sharp increase in the wind speed, there the listening for a few minutes. Option 4 is the correct answer. A sudden sharp increase in the wind speed and the listening for a few minutes. Next another question for you, there are the very interesting question, a wind storm. Basically wind storm, basically a wind storm is the strong enough to cause property damage, is not the stronger than the gust and does not there exist and is not strong enough to cause property their damage. So there are the question number 24, must carefully listen every question I explain, every question I solution, must carefully listen. Question number 24, basically a windstorm consists of winds strong enough to cause the property damage like the uprooting of the trees and damaging the rear and balding, and wind speed is typical windstorm and exist there are the 55 km per second and can be they are extremely determinism. So definitely question number 24 are the correct answer is strong enough to cause the property damages is the correct answer. So please details National Geography, which question number please, which question number. So I explain another reply, which question number detail, which question number. And next another question is there are the what are the planetary question number, National Geography question number, please question number mention which question number details if you want any question number details explanation. So I explain this question. And next another question number 25. Question number 23 basically a squall is a sudden sharp increase in wind and speed listening for a few minutes, and squall occurs during rain shower and thunderstorm or heavy snowfall. Okay. And now at present, that question number 25, what are the planetary or prevailing winds? There are the number one option, winds not blowing from one latitude to another, and winds blowing from one latitude to another, and there are the gives and wind that not the cover large area of the earth. Very interesting question. Question number 25. Question number 25, I explain. Basically, the planetary wind are wind that blow from one latitude to another throughout the year due to latitudinal difference in air pressure, and they cover the large area of earth. So definitely their answer is option 2 is the correct answer. The winds blowing from one latitude to another latitude is the correct answer. So another question, there are the 26 is the at present now. There 26 question number, what are trade winds? You know, what are the trade winds? Basically the winds blowing from equatorial low pressure area to subtropical high pressure area, winds that trade with the each other, and option 3 the wind blowing from equatorial high pressure area to subtropical low pressure area, and wind blowing from subtropical high pressure area to equatorial low pressure area. Very interesting question. Question number 26, I explain. The trade wind basically are extremely steady winds and blowing from subtropical high pressure area low pressure area, and they maintain a constant direction throughout their course. So definitely their answer is the option 4 is the right answer. Winds blowing from subtropical high pressure area to equatorial low pressure area. It is the very important question, and must carefully remember this question. And next another question for you, question number 27 is very important. How does coriolysis affect basically the trade wind in southern hemisphere? It is very important for you. The coriolysis effect deflect trade winds to the right, and there the coriolysis effect deflect trade winds to the left, and coriolysis effect does not affect the trade winds in the southern hemisphere, and coriolysis effect only affect the trade winds in the northern hemisphere. Very interesting question. How does coriolysis affect trade wind in the southern hemisphere? 27, carefully listen. Basically coriolysis effect and Farrell law distribute the flow of the trade winds and flowing from the north to south and deflect them towards the left in the southern hemisphere, and thus they blow in the southeast direction in the southern hemisphere. So definitely their question and 2 is the correct answer, Subhadeep, and the coriolysis effect deflect trade winds to the left is the correct answer. And next there are the another question for you. Their question number 28, very interesting question. The consider the following statement. Subhadeep, Sabuddin, Mridal, Pankaj Kumar Sahu, welcome. It is consider the following statement regarding pressure gradient force. Basically pressure gradient, there are the two statements. It is produced by the difference in atmospheric pressure, and pressure gradient is strong where the isobar are apart. Select the correct answer from the following quote. There are the only one, only two, both 1 and 2, and neither 1 and 2. Question number 28, I explain. Very interesting question for UPSC and their NTA Net climatology. From the climatology, the difference in the atmospheric pressure basically produce a force, and the rate of change of pressure and with respect to distance in the pressure and gradient, the pressure gradient is strong, and where the isobar are close to each other and it is weak there where the isobar are apart. So definitely their answer is only 1 is the correct answer. So definitely their answer only 1 is the correct answer. Next another question, their question number 29. The consider the following statement regarding the frictional force. Question number, there consider the following statements regarding the frictional force action on winds. It is statement 1 and statement 2. It is the greatest in the high altitude. And statement 2, there the over the sea frictional force is minimum. Select the correct answer from the following quotes. There are only one, only two, both 1 and 2, and neither 1 or 2. I explained this question. Basically, question number 29. Frictional force affect the speed of the wind, and it is greatest at this the surface, and it is the influence generally existence up to an elevation 1 and 3 kilometer, and over the sea surface the frictional is minimal. So definitely their question as the only 2 is the correct answer. Only 2 is the correct answer in this question. And next, another very important question. There are the consider the consider the following statement. Statement oriented question. Once again, there are the test statements. One, and the oceanic water circulation of motion by the general circulation of atmosphere, and number 2, the pattern of movement of planetary winds and the local winds is called the general circulation of the atmosphere. And select the correct answer from the following quotes, 1 and 1 and 2, and there are the both 1 and 2 and neither 1 and 2. So very interesting question for you. Interested question, please sir, must will comment full what is the problem, and if you are new must will subscribe. And there are the many lectures of the related Pallavi Kumari option 3, Subhadeep option 3, and so question is 30. Question 30 I explain. First I explain the pattern of movements. Basically the pattern of movement of planetary wind is called the general circulation of the atmosphere, and the general circulation of the atmosphere also set in motion of the ocean water circulation, and which influence the earth climate. Okay, once again there is the pattern of movement of the planetary winds is called the general circulation of the atmosphere. The general circulation of the atmosphere also set in motion the ocean water circulation, which influence the earth climate. So definitely there the answer is only 1 is the correct answer. Okay, and next another question. There are the very interesting question for you. Which of the following is are about font? Basically font basically which of the following is about the font? Front, there are the 3 statements. Front occur at equatorial region, and their characteristics by steep gradient in the temperature and pressure, and they bring abrupt that change in temperature. And select the correct answer from the statement. Only 1 and 2, and only 2, 3, and only there are the 1, 2 and 3. Very interesting. Which of the following is correct about front? Front basically there are 31. Question number 31 I explain. Carefully listen first. When 2 different air mass meet and the boundary zone between them, it is called the front, and the process formation of the front is known as the frontogenesis, and the front occur middle latitude and are characterized by the steep gradient in the temperature and pressure. They bring about their change in the temperature and cause their air to rise to form cloud and cause of precipitation. So definitely their answer is the option 3. Only 2 and 3 is the correct. Option 3 is the correct. Only 2 and 3. Very interesting question. This type of question is very interesting question. And these are another question. Question number 32. Which of the following is true about the tropical cyclone? Very interesting question. Latest I live broadcast their just cyclone. There are the 5 audio video their lecture live session just cyclone basically, and also there are the different cyclone from Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal, and already my channel already they are uploaded, and there are the cyclone special, there are the cyclone documentary video approx there are 10 video from for cyclone basically, and also their analysis cyclone, thunderstorm, tornado. Must will visit my channel. I request to all must will visit my channel. There are cyclone and thunderstorm, tornado, and there are many documentary video for latest and the present events of the cyclonic storm, Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. Must will visit my channel. And at present now this question, which of the following is true about the tropical cyclone? Basically, there are tropical cyclone. The number one statement: clear frontal system is visible in the tropical cyclone. Number two statement: the tropical cyclone origin over the land and sea. And number three, tropical cyclone is more destructive than the extratropical cyclone. And this is the only three, only one and two, only two and three, only one, two and three. This is very interesting question. Carefully listen. I explain this question. Basically, the tropical cyclone do not have a clear frontal system. The tropical cyclone basically originate only over the sea, and on the reaching the land they deflate. The wind velocity is a tropical cyclone is much higher and it is more destructive. And tropical cyclone move from east to west. So definitely there are the correct only three is the right answer. Only three is the interesting in this type of question, statement question. Every time there are the UPSC and there are NTA Net. So there are the following is true about the thunderstorm. Thunderstorms are of short duration. Statement 2: thunderstorm occur over the short area of the violent. A thunderstorm is grown the accumulation cloud producing thunder by the lightning. And you see, this is very important at present now. The thunderstorm basically here I explained question number 33. The other severe local thunderstorm are thunderstorm and tornado, and they are of short duration and occurring over all small area, but when the thunderstorm are caused by intense convection of the most hot days. A thunderstorm is a well down and accumulation cloud and producing thunder and lightning. So definitely their question answer is 1, 2 and 3 is the correct answer. Option 4, Pallavi Kumari. Right, you are right. There are option 4 is the correct answer. Pallavi Kumari, thank you to you. Basically you are correct answer now. And another question number 34, in the Western Australia tropical cyclone is known as, very interesting question. The Western Australia tropical cyclone as known as hurricane, typhoon, monsoon, willy. Very interesting. Must will comment and quick. There are the question number and answer. You see there are the Western Australia tropical cyclone. Basically I explain. Willy, Subhadeep, thank you. Thank you, Sabuddin SK. Question number 34, one hurricane. No, must will carefully watch this question, carefully read this question. What is the proper answer? Carefully listen, carefully see. In this Western Australia tropical cyclone is known as. I explain about some very interesting question number 34. Basically, tropical cyclone are known as cyclone in the Indian Ocean, hurricane in the Atlantic, typhoon in the Western Pacific and South China Sea, and willy in the Western Australia. So definitely their answer is willy is the correct answer. And next another question for you. The monsoon is local winds, seasonal winds, planetary winds, and there are the periodic winds. Very interesting question. Pallavi Kumari, right, Pallavi, you are right. And another question number 35. Monsoon is local winds, seasonal winds, planetary winds and periodic winds. Very interesting. Monsoon, Subhadeep, 1, local winds. Okay, must will comment all. What is the proper answer? Monsoon is. I explain. Basically, tropical cyclone, basically question number 35, solution, there are the monsoon are seasonal winds, basically, which originate near the equatorial area and from here the move towards the Southeast Asia. So definitely monsoon is not for, monsoon is the local wind is the correct answer. Monsoon is local wind is the correct answer. Next another question. Subhadeep, thank you. You are correct. Next another question number 36. Question number 36. A wind circulation around a low pressure center is called. Basically, there are the a wind circulation around a low pressure. A wind circulation around a low pressure center is called a cyclone, and anticyclone, Chinook and trade wind. Very interesting. A wind circulation around a low pressure, a wind circulation around a low pressure center is called a cyclone, an anticyclone, Chinook and trade winds. Definitely I explain that. Question number 36. Basically a cyclone is a storm and system characterized a large low pressure center and a humorous thunderstorm that produce the strong winds and heavy rain. And cyclone feed on heat related when the most air basically they rise and resulting in the condensation of water vapor and content in the most air. So there are the definitely its question is the cyclone is the correct answer. Cyclone is the correct answer. Next another question for you. There are the isobar is a line of basically isobar are the line of equal temperature, equal pressure and the equal height and equal rainfall. Very interesting this question. Sabuddin SK, thank you. Option 1 there are the question local winds and isobar at present. Now question number 37, Sabuddin option 1. Okay, must all comments in the proper answer. Isobar are the line of equal temperature, equal pressure, equal height, equal rainfall. So I explain this question why. This is basically the line join the place of equal atmospheric pressure are known as isobar. Basically equal pressure, option 2 is the correct answer. Equal pressure, must carefully listen question carefully read and there are confirm answer the equal pressure. Next another question. The human society can sustain any kind of climate change. True or false? Human society can sustain any kind of climate change. Please explain. Question number 37. Question number 37 I explain the line basically the line join the place of equal atmospheric pressure. It is called the isobar. Okay, so definitely their answer their answer is equal pressure is the correct answer. Okay, next another question number 38. A human society can sustain any kind of climate change. There the question number 38. Subhadeep 1, Sabuddin 1. So 38 number question I explain. Human society will be seriously affected by the extreme in climate. Some of the climate extreme and which led to the drought and flood will cause great damage and to the human society, and this is also fundamental concern for human health. So definitely it is the false. And there are the another question for you. Which one of the following is a result of climate change? Which of the following is a result of climate change? Question number 39. Which of the following is a result of climate change? Adequate rainfall, pure air, deficiency of fresh water, less soil pollution. Very interesting. There are the option is very nearly. And which one of the following is the result of climate change? Question number 39. Basically fresh water supplies may be seriously affected due to climate change, and reducing the availability of the clean water for drinking led to the death of human, and it is well as the animal is led to a drought condition. So definitely there are the answer is deficiency of fresh water is the correct answer. Deficiency of the fresh water is the correct answer. Next another question number 40 and today's last question. In which year the Pacific Ocean led to the most serious death in the coral over known as 1993, 1995, 1997 and 2000. Question number 40. It is very interesting question. In 1997 the severity of periodic warming in the Pacific Ocean led to the most serious death in the coral over known. It is estimated that about 10% of the earth coral reef were the dead and another 30% were the seriously affected. So there are the answer is the correct answer is the 1997 is the correct answer, option 3. Subhadeep, thank you. Sabuddin, thank you, and Pallavi and the correct answer and the 1997. And today's session there are also many questions answer, and Thank you to all and for continuously reply and continuously practice. And every Saturday and Sunday 7:30 p.m. live will be create live. Every notification must will visit my channel page and view channel, and there are the writing the upcoming live. When you will watch the Saturday and Sunday, must will visit my channel and their option coming live, upcoming live, and must will click this link and must will watch and must will attend my live session Saturday and Sunday, every Saturday and Sunday 7:30 p.m. Okay, thank you to all.